Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's Daz Exotic, and we're here with another episode of Let's Vibe TV, baby. It's an extra special episode. On top of everything, I need y'all to get in the motherfucking building, put some respect on our guest's name. Let's build up some hype, some anticipation in the building. Let us know where you're watching from. As y'all know, I also just dropped the Black Unicorn today. I just dropped the Black Unicorn today. Let's get some vibes. Let's get going. We definitely got a unique guest today. We got a unique guest. Come into the building, put some respect on this motherfucker.
My mama always worried. My wife is always worried.
Let's go. That's Black Unicorn. What up? What up? Epidemic Media is in the building. With no further ado, y'all, we are bringing out the MC with many nicknames. Some call him the White Jesus. Some people call him a visionary. The poet, the healer, the MC. With no delay, no hesitation, Rittz is in the building today. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Happy to be here, bro.
How have you been?
Man, I've been good, man. I've been good. It's been an interesting couple years, but I'm good. Overall, I'm alive. I'm alive and well.
Yeah, you just did the gathering of the Juggalo. How of the Juggalos? How was that?
It was great, man. There's always like every time I go there, you're a little intimidated at first because it's like you never know what the fuck's gonna happen if you're gonna get like shit thrown at your face. But man, they always show me so much love, dude, and so many people to perform in front of. Yellow Wolf was there. I haven't seen him in years. You know, I came up with Yellow Wolf, so
yeah,
I was his crazy ass all night. I had a memorable experience. But overall, just a gathering period. I'm just grateful to be a part of that, you know, and to just get the love from the Juggalos, Juggalettes. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, well, but that's funny though, because usually the people they reject or that they throw shit at is outside of their like style. But you've kind of earned your stripes with them for a minute, and this isn't your first gathering, is it?
Nah, I've been there several times, and yeah, luckily, like even before I signed with Tech Nine, I got love from them, and then once I signed with Tech, he had such a Juggalo presence, like, you know, they supported him for so long, and it kind of naturally carried on to me. It didn't have to though; they could have just said "fuck me," you know. But man, I toured with ICP. I've done a lot of things with them, and the guys from Twisted, even though they have their little riff or whatever, it's just all part of the same shit, same type of fan base. And I probably pissed them off by saying that, but you know, I've just been getting love from that community and been lucky, man. Lucky to get that love. I feel comfortable there.
What up? What up? What up? We see y'all in the building. What up, Devin? Slap that like button. Let's run these likes up. Put some respect on Ritz's name. He's in the motherfucking building,
Just
y'all.
give me a like.
Just give me a like so I can go.
Just give me a like.
So, yeah, let's run it up, baby. I see y'all in the building. What up, Punchline? What is up, Micah? What's up, Mr. Sloan? I see you in the motherfucking building. What up, Dro Hazano Arts? I want to pronounce it right. You'll have to give me a pronunciation lesson at some point. But I love y'all. We are blessed with with another episode. It is great. We can't take these days for granted that we have together.
Not at all.
You know, it makes me want to dive right into everything. But y'all watching, let's play it. Let's play a game real quick together. What up, RG all day? I see you in the building. Tag. Where's Mr. Munoz at? Somebody get Munoz in the motherfucking building. Here on LetzVibe TV, we like to play a game called This or That.
You could get with this,
Oh, you can get with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, that's funny. Hip hop legacy. Um, your new project, all your projects really have a color palette to them, it seems like.
I agree. I agree.
Um, with that being said, purple or gold?
Gold, 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 gold.
Ah, that's funny. I'm gonna see if this is true.
The album cover wise, I like the other one better, but if it's purple or gold, I gotta go with gold.
Okay, okay. Bro, I got this at FYE the day it came out.
Yeah, that's dope. Man, I miss those days.
When they actually sold CDs,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm lucky because I live so close to Criminal Record.
Oh, that's like
I'm always grabbing new music from up there. Um yeah, well it seems like when you're feeling like you're riding a wave, when you're winning is when you go with gold. When you feel, and purple, it seems like a resilient color for
well, I
you.
mean, I'm redheaded, so gold looks good on me. But when I signed with Strange, they had the little platinum chains and shit, or the white gold, so I had to change my whole shit up. But I love yellow gold. But yeah, I mean, with my as far as artwork and shit like that goes, I do love the gold. I mean, the purples and the pinks and the fluorescent greens and blues and shit like that. I like the '80s kind of vibe, the fluorescent shit.
Yo, you even dress like timelessly, but a lot of it is 80s centered. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. I
that
think it's yeah, I definitely do sometimes. The jackets and shit.
what up, who else? What up, Creative Collectible? What up, Jeremy Rochelle? What up, Ken the CEO Adams? You've worked with him, you've made a couple bangers with Jay Ira.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Shout out J. Ira, man. Shout out to my
Speaking
boy Ken Folk out there in Dallas.
Ken Folk's my motherfucking guy.
Ken Folk's a maniac, man. He doesn't take no for an answer, man.
Yo, speaking of the 80s, MC Hammer or Vanilla Ice?
Oh man, I gotta go. Dum, 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 ba, da, bum, bum. I gotta go Vanilla Ice, man. Shout out to Hammer. I was just thinking about MC Hammer the other night in the early '90s. How it was a weird time for dress and style. Like 91, 92 was weird for a pop artist. But oh yeah, I gotta go Vanilla Ice. Fuck, man. I'm a white rapper, man. When I saw that, paved the way.
Bravely.
Plus all the white boys I went to like middle school with like looked like him and shit. All the high school kids that were older, they had the Vanilla Ice haircuts and shit.
Oh, hell nah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what up, y'all. I see y'all. Run them likes up. Share, share, share. Tag somebody. Is J Life in the building? What up, Tragedy? I see you, Justin McGrew. I fuck with y'all. Y'all are deep. Y'all are deep today.
Yo, what up, everybody in the live? I got to say hello to everybody too, man. Shout out to everybody.
For sure. Wu-Tang Clan or Death Row?
Death Row. Death Row.
Woo!
That was a rough debate though. Like when that happened, what was that, the BT Awards, right? That's a hard one. That's a really hard one. I gotta go Death Row. I think that's some of the most amazing music ever made. But then that argument can be made the same with Wu-Tang because they made some amazing, and the impacts were equal. It really just depends on what you listen to more when it, what influenced you more. But for me, Death Row.
Okay.
Like
yeah, and you're
Row
talking
junkie.
about that Source Awards that went crazy.
Oh, no, they just did something at the BT Awards with that same question, like which one, and I think Death Row won, but I didn't see like, Snoop. Yeah, they just did.
Yeah. That's what inspired. That's what inspired the question.
But I know a lot of people were mad and shit. I mean, that's a fucking, you don't lose with either answer. You know what I mean?
What up, J Life? I see you in the building, going crazy on the tags. Okay. So recently you were actually posting about albums on your wall.
Okay.
So I got an album question for you.
All right.
Stankonia, Aquemini, or The Love Below / Speaker Box?
Aquemini. It's Aquemini. My favorite's AT Aliens. I got it tatted on my hand, but AT Aliens and Aquemini are like this to me. But definitely Aquemini. I mean that kind of shaped my life like a little bit. I mean, the earlier shit did too, like Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music and AT Aliens, but Aquemini was like that. To me, was at the, I don't want to say at their peak, but to me musically, that was their peak.
I see. Damn, and I didn't put no respect on AT Aliens. You was
No,
like,
it's
let
one of
me
those.
see.
Yeah, it's one of those that's not, it's not a crowd favorite, I don't think, but I love that album. I think it's fucking amazing.
What up, GA Bars? What up, what up, what up? I see y'all in the building. Y'all going crazy. Okay. Um, so that's crazy. Were you in Pennsylvania or Atlanta when that dropped out?
Nah, I was in Atlanta. I was in I think I was going into the ninth grade when Outkast's first album came out, Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music. And that gave me an identity to where I was from and what. Not that I lived in the suburbs and shit, so it wasn't like I was in, East Point, College Park and shit. But it just, I was listening to Death Row. I was listening to a ton of Rap-A-Lot records and Scarface and shit like that. And when that came out, it just gave me like, wow, this is, I said in interviews before, like, this is how I want to rap. This is how I want to sound. I used to try to dress like Big Boy. And I even like, yeah, I stole from him basically. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It's just got to give credit where credit's due, bro.
Put some flowers on Big Boy's name. Put some flowers on Big Boy's name. He don't get enough flowers.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for Andre, so they don't even be worried about Big Boy the way that they should be. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it's as a whole, man, it's a group thing, man. It's they're both dope MCs, and Andre is definitely amazing, but it's those albums wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't both of them.
All right, so we seen you eating one of these more recently.
Shit.
All right,
Vagina
oatmeal
or asshole? No, I'm
Don't take it back. You know what you've been eating, Rich. You know what the fuck you. You be whispering like this.
That's how I sound, right?
That's all, folks. Oatmeal cream pies, close enough to vagina, or donut sticks.
I was about to say, you don't even have to mention the other one, man. I should get Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies tattooed on my fucking face, man.
You haven't gotten any face tattoos yet.
Nah. I still want this cooking dream to come through, man. I don't want to be that guy because I'll get something dumb like death or pain or something dumb on my face and like ruin my chances of like being on like MasterChef or something. Nah, but
what's with white rappers and food? Because Action Bronson has that thing too going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, he murdered it, man. I mean, he really made it his own and was very successful. Of course, he had to be redheaded, so it looks like I'm biting him and shit. Man, I got off the plane one time. I always tell a story in Chicago, and the motherfucker was like, "Oh shit, Action Bronson, what's up?" I was like, "Oh man," I was so excited. I was like, "See, they recognize me here, bro."
They thought you were Action Bronson.
Yeah. I think people sometimes think this is like a side beard. Like I just grew it out from the side. I don't know, man. It's like, yo, you realize it's hair, not a beard. And I never really saw how people saw this as a beard until I see me from the side one time, and it looked like it was some long Santa Claus beard and shit. And I was like, oh,
never thought you had a beard, dog.
Thanks,
like,
man. That'd be a weird ass sideburn beard.
Well, that's bro. Like, look, there's a bad like Jelly Roll's hairstyle is absolutely ridiculous. Morgan Wallen's hairstyle, ridiculous.
Yeah.
MGK's hairstyle. I just had a cat named Lit Frank on here, and he had a mullet too. And so
real. It's mullet season.
Honestly, I think that you're like as fresh as it comes as a white rapper. Like,
appreciate it, bro.
Like Post Malone is a little bit too rough around the edges. And like, even you smell amazing. One thing I remember about being in your presence is that your hair bounces and you smell amazing.
Well, dude, it's funny you say that. Thank you, bro. It's so funny you say that because my manager a long time ago, I always carry some cologne in my pocket and shit. He was like, good, because you look like you stink. And I was like, oh shit. But yo, you know what's fucked up? Like, not even fucked up. Growing up in ATL, where I came up at, and how I came up, and the people I came up around, it was all about being fresh, smelling good, new cologne, fresh polo, all everything is nice and neat. But so when I grew the hair out, my homeboys was like, man, what the fuck you doing, Johnny? And it's like, but so I still, like, to other people, they might see me and think I'm on some biker shit, but I try to be fresh, but I try to smell good, look good, shine good, and that's just how I grew up.
Let's get into some possible dream features. Okay, for this or that.
All right.
Jay-Z or Kendrick Lamar?
Jigga, definitely Jay-Z. I'm a huge Jay-Z fan.
People don't like Jay-Z no more. It breaks my heart. What up, TMA? What up, Gerard Fowler? What up, Contrado? I
Jay-Z
see.
haters. I can't fuck with a Jay-Z hater. No, I fuck with y'all, but god
No,
damn.
there's so many of them that you kind of get forced into it, and it's like, yo, he hasn't put out a bad album.
Well, he laid the blueprint for what a big artist is. Not the blueprint, but once Tupac and Biggie died, he came in and took that position. And that really didn't go away till he let it go away. Then Drake came and Lil Wayne even. But even Lil Wayne, to me, and I just saw in the interview how Baby was fucking with Lil Wayne, like, stop rapping like Jay-Z. I didn't really get on the Lil Wayne train for a while because I felt like he changed his style and started rapping like Jay-Z. I didn't like that. I liked it, but I just knew where it came from. And I was like, man, that's some Jay-Z shit, all that swag, all them ad-libs, all that, that cool shit. And I think, Jay-Z said it. They love you, they hate you, then they love you again. And, he's so huge, it doesn't even matter anymore. And some people are younger, too, that don't realize the impact he had. And that there wouldn't be a mega rapper meaning the number one, like a Drake or a Kendrick. Like, Jay-Z not made it, but he took over from Tupac to Biggie, like the number one guy in the game. And Eminem as well, and then 50 Cent. There was just different time in that time period. There was those guys that sold a lot of records and were the main ones. But Jay-Z held that crown for so long. He didn't even retire. He just kind of
like no other. What up, Ashley Phoenix? I see you tagging. What up, Jay Styles? I see y'all going brazy. Run them likes up, run them shares up. Let's go, baby. To keep it going, Tupac or Biggie? It's a great segue for
Tupac, and that's a hard question, man. That's hard for everybody, I think, or for most people. But yeah, man, Tupac. I'm a fucking Tupac fan. I'm one of them old dudes that watches all, like, the YouTube videos, all the Vlad shit, all the Keefe D shit, all anything about Tupac. Matter of fact, he was just in the news tonight. Vegas, like, just got in somebody's house out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, we know what happened, man. Is this necessary? But Tupac for sure. I don't think that. I don't want to say that Tupac was actually, fuck that. Biggie was an amazing rapper, and I think he shaped the way people rap from that point on. But Tupac is just Tupac, man. I think that people don't realize
he was deeper, bro. Dear Mama, have you watched Dear Mama yet?
Oh yeah, I watched.
That, I think, is the most incredible Tupac documentary.
I think people don't understand that there was a time when, if you went on, all right, so there wasn't no internet. You go on MTV News, Tupac's there. Number one, Tupac's there. Movie theater, Tupac's there. On the news, Channel 2, Tupac's there. He was just a giant. He was just larger than just a rapper. And then his raps were so deep, heartfelt. And then a lot of people play down the way he rapped. And to me, he's one of the best, in my opinion. He's one of the best syllable rappers. Like, he raps. You could say Biggie rap better and all that shit, but Tupac really has some rap skills. He rapped the syllables together perfectly. If you listen to his raps, like, even though they might be plain, but he rapped them with emotion, and the syllables normally matched. And that's a big thing for me.
It was all about the emotion for Tupac, though. It was all about how heartfelt his delivery was.
He made you feel like you could fight better than you could and shit.
the storytelling and the compassion, the empathy that he could put into his song. He could literally write a song about both of our lives if we spoke with him long enough, and that's a rare ability that they almost try to put points against him for. What up, Bonnie Kelsey? I see you in the motherfucking building.
I mean, there's Tupac songs that I can still hear, especially if I'm going through hard times or whatever. It's like they can bring tears to my eyes still. I might have heard him a million times. So, that's just where I stand on that. Biggie's amazing though. My rap skills wouldn't have been Biggie really influenced a lot of my rap skills, my storytelling, player shit, cool shit. I mean, he was amazing. But I gotta go Tupac.
Do you remember where we went the first time we met?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we went to Claremont.
We went to the Claremont, baby.
Claremont Lounge. Shout out Bubba.
It was me, you, Jaron Benton,
Yep.
and Futuristic.
Yep.
And y'all got me a lap dance.
Did we?
That
nice.
Night. And now y'all got to understand, that can't be your favorite. Well, it's like a midget, pregnant, and old lady strip
Mostly
club.
old ladies.
It's lit though.
It's crazy because it's like $75 a dance, and they don't do shit either. They just show some saggy titties in your face, and it's just a blast. Everybody's around laughing, having fun. I miss that place, man. I haven't been there in a long time. Every time I'm there, I'm like, it's a wild night.
Yeah, we need to go there soon. We need to set up an appointment to go.
Dude, I've calmed down, man. I've calmed down. It's like,
yo, I had my scarf got broke by Jaron that night. It was wild.
What?
I had a pink like player wraparound thing.
Oh, for real?
Oh, a boa. I had a boa and it my boa got broke.
Hey man, you can't wear a boa to Claremont and expect to leave with it.
What up, BD Gonzalez?
BD, what up? I see you, bro.
What up, D-Fay? What up, T Murdoch is in the building. Jeremy Robertson is in the building. What up? We got LC in the building.
Damn, now I'm seeing everybody. That's what's up. What up, y'all?
They've been in here. We've just been talking about everything. But with that question, ass or titties?
Ass. Ass. Unless you're an old lady and your ass might have been deflated and those titties are still hanging long.
You're an ass man. I'm a titty boy.
You're like a titty guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't have too much of a preference. It's not like, dude, I'm an ass guy. Titties don't do it for me. It's not like that. But if I had to choose one or the other, yeah, I like a little cottage cheese in my diet.
We got some severe ass fans in here. I'm all by myself on being a titty fan. Don't y'all know that farts and duty comes out of booties, y'all? Y'all are sick.
That's the best part, man. You get to smell the real them. It's like, wow, I'm in the danger zone. This is turning me on. No, but I it ain't one or the other really. I don't give a fuck. Standards are low.
Don't do that to yourself.
Why? I mean, I find beauty in all of it. I find beauty in the booty.
So back to dream features: XXX Tentacion or Juice WRLD?
XXX. Juice WRLD, rest in peace. I haven't listened to a ton of his music. But X is one of the younger artists I listened to, where his first album and his second album too. I mean, really, all the stuff I started listening to after that. But he was one of the younger artists that came up that actually touched me, to where I was in hotel rooms. Depression and obsession don't mix. I mean, that could be the theme song of my fucking life. And so that he the little bit of time he was here, he made some good music, in my opinion. Made some really good music. I think it's sad that what happened to him. And both of them really. But I'm just saying, like, X touched me, man. I was listening to his music a lot.
Speaking of hard times, I actually do have a tougher this or that. What do you think has affected your life more? Addiction or domestic violence?
Oh, addiction for sure. Addiction. because addiction leads to all the bad decisions. Like anything that happens to you, addiction is just, you know, a person can make a mistake or get in a situation or get in anything, but 9 times out of 10 it's normally driven alcohol induced. Addiction is just fucking terrible, and that, like I don't fucking, trust me, I'm not saying like I condone domestic violence at all, but addiction is a motherfucker, man, and it's something that I'm dealing with today and every day of my life, and I deal with it with my wife, and I deal with it with my friends, and shit, man. I just talked to my boy Burden, man. He's doing good. He just got out of jails and a rehab facility. He's like, man, I'm fucking 3 months sober, and I'm like, dude, I needed this phone call so bad today. And I just think that a lot of those situations wouldn't happen sometimes if you weren't under the influence, if you have an addiction problem. So yeah.
Yeah, and you talk about both pretty heavily on your new song "Back on My Feet," which is an awesome song,
Dude,
bro.
shout out colleagues, man. Shout out Gomi. I hope I'm not saying his name wrong. Gomi, the dude who's singing the hook. It might be Gomez. It's Gomi, whatever. Like, dude is amazing. The colleagues I worked with on several songs, those guys are great, man. It's really talented. I love that song.
Go stream it, go stream it, go stream it. It is
Stream it like you mean it.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm I love like smoother songs. I love like, like, so when you get in your pop bag, uh that's one of my favorite like ways that you go, like Never Was in Love.
Oh man, thank you, bro.
Oh, and you sing that whole joint.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I like that record a lot. My wife thought it was about her, and it's like, yo, this isn't about you. I was writing this to, like, I was trying to write like songs for other artists, because I really want to write singing stuff for other artists, no matter what genre it is. At some point, it's a hard like circle to break into. But I wrote that, and every time I try that, I'm like, yo, fuck that, I'm keeping this shit. And
no, it's an incredible song, and
I was worried people wouldn't like it, to be honest. And I was like, shit, people ain't go. I love that record. I love the beat. Shout out Watson the Great. He's my engineer. He produced the beat. Yeah, I love that song, man. Love it.
So let's talk about some of your features.
Okay.
You're gonna have to this or that some of your features now.
That's all right. That's all
right. King ISO or Chris Calico?
Now that's fucked up. You're just trying to make somebody mad at me, man. Oh man, can I plead the fifth on that one? I got to, man. I can't do that. I'll let you. That's too hard, man. That's too
with each of them.
They're too close to home. Like, maybe give me King ISO and somebody, or Chris. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll do it. Like, none of them are really gonna. They know I'm put in a tough spot. I'm just gonna say King ISO only because I got so many songs with Calico. How about that?
Okay. What's your favorite song Calico, with Calico?
Real, huh?
Oh yeah, go ahead with what you were saying.
Then say bullshit, by the way, bro.
What's your favorite song that you've done with Chris Calico?
Oh man, I got so many. We just did a new song called "I'm Not High, But I'm Willing to Smoke," and he actually wanted me to sing the chorus. He already wrote it, and I was sitting there, but he sung it all good with soul and shit. He sung it all doing runs and shit. And when I recorded it, it took me forever, dude, because I can't really sing that great, not like Calico. And he's like, man, can you do that again? I was like, fuck no, I ain't doing that shit again. You're gonna have to take it how it is, bro. But no, I'm gonna say I'll do just so I don't cop out. Calico ain't gonna be mad because I just saw Calico at the gathering, and I was having a little bit of a rough time backstage, just on some other shit. And I was like, man, I wish I would have seen you, because he can always talk me through shit and shit. Calico's my homeboy, but simply because we got so many more songs, I'm gonna say King ISO.
Dope.
That's some bullshit, by the way.
It might get worse. It might get worse. Right. Millie or Kasky? I haven't done a song with Millie yet.
I haven't done a song with Millie, so I gotta say Kasky. I think Millie's dope though. I think he's a dope artist.
Chris Webby or Echo?
Gotta go Chris Webby. Shout to Echo just because Echo's coming up. And Echo blessed me I blessed him with a song. He blessed me. I think Echo's amazing. He's got some major traction. But I mean, he's touring with Webby now. I mean, he should know that, I gotta give it to Webby. Me and Webby done a lot of songs, and so I just gotta go there. But Echo's amazing.
Let's go.
Fucked up though. We gonna do Yellow Wolf for Tech 9 next.
Yeah, Yellow Wolf for Tech 9.
Is that on the list? I didn't want to do it. Was it?
Yeah,
that like the last one.
I'm gonna send you the list so you know it's true.
We'll go Yellow Wolf just because I was on a label with Tech, and we have a lot of history with him being on his label. And since I've been on his label, me and Yellow Wolf didn't get to do a lot of songs. So a lot of people love to hear the combination of me and Yellow Wolf. Tech 9, people love to hear that as well. But, it's just something classic about me and Yellow Wolf coming up together from the beginning. It's like Tech and Chris Calico. It's just one of those things to me. So I'll go there. No disrespect, obviously. I'm shooting a video Monday with Tech 9 and Jerry Robinson in Kansas City. So
can't wait
to yeah.
Oh, Jerry's dope. Jerry's been on the show before.
Tech will make you Tech will fucking make you step up your pin game. Yellow Wolf might be like, man, I don't like this song. So, I'll go Yellow Wolf just because it's more of a fucking challenge. Tech will get on there and do his thing. Yellow Wolf is kind of, man, I don't know, man.
It's funny because it seems like you weren't in controversy while you were with Strange. And then when you left, you dealt with, it seems like, all the hardships. And to still be as prominent and successful and like to be growing what you're doing is so rare in the resilience that you've had to have. Let's get into it. What were your thoughts when you first left Strange? And would you agree with that you have dealt with way more since you left?
Well, I think what happened while I was with Strange was building, and it all fucking happened at a certain time. It really didn't have anything to do with me and what label I was with. It just, from 2016 to 2018, when I got off Strange officially, shit was building up. I was like, there was a lot of things going on in my life that was wild. And then when I got off Strange, it was like 2017, and I had to wait 8 months to get off my contract. So during that 8 months, I was just waiting. And being with Strange, I didn't have time to build. I mean, I wasn't allowed to build up my YouTube with my music, to put out my own content. So I was really starting at square one when I got done. And then by the time I got done, I had financial issues from 2016 on. I had just a rough time of partying, getting wild, and just out of control, and life was kind of spiraling crazy during that time. And then when it happened, it was like, bam, 2019, I was like, yo, I got to go to rehab. And I went to rehab right when I went to rehab, I started CNT. So literally like the first bit of merch from CNT, I got to use the phone like Wednesdays and Fridays or something. And they were like showing me like, yo, we got this printed up and this is going on. But so that was a weird start to the label. And then Corona came. And then once Corona came, it was like, so not only, and fuck it, everybody, that hit everybody. So I'm not special by any regard. But
but especially you're a touring
artist. It hurt. Yeah, so for motherfucker, if you don't have that much money and you're starting a new label and doing all that, then the next thing, and your personal life is going crazy, you just get out of rehab, things are going good, and then bam, Corona comes. It was just, and then you can't tour, you can't make money. It hasn't really been the same since. I mean, it's been Picture Perfect. Once I put out Picture Perfect, it started picking back up. But life wasn't in order. Everything was going kind of crazy from just past stuff. But yeah, it's just time, man, and just how it worked. I mean, I'm blessed. Don't get me wrong. I mean, fuck, man. I got lucky to be able to start my own label and have fans to give a fuck enough about me to care what I was doing after Strange. But it was just, yeah, it was awkward. It's like, yo, I got CNT. We're starting it off. Bam. Can't do shit. And touring is your main income. So that made it hard to like get merchandising and start a label off properly, you know. And then once I did, it was like once I did get back, fuck man, it was 2021, and that was shit. I had already experienced some terrible shit going on, and like went back on tour with Tech, which was a blessing. And even then, it was like people would there'd be like say 1,500 pre-sales or say let's just make up a number, say 5,000 people supposed to be in the building. There'll be two people that paid for a ticket. There'll be 2,000 people there because they don't want to get tested at the door. So that tour was weird. So it took a long time to rebuild and get back to where I am right now.
They have always, as much as it was almost like coincidentally, accidentally, that you were, what up, Shauna Knapp? What up? What up? I see y'all in the building going crazy. What up, KD? I see you in the building. As much as it was kind of like you were thrown to the wolves accidentally, like just by like the ways, like for you to stay afloat and to be at event, like, and even for them to take you on tour, like
That was dope. That
the
was amazing.
storms that you've weathered. I mean, you've got songs with Mike Posner, like your diversity, and tenacity. I, you know, I think that it's such a rare thing. Is there any, even dealing with not being able to have your own YouTube? That's where the bread is. Would you have gone through? Would you have signed to Strange if you could go back in time?
That's a hard question because I gained so many fans from being with Strange. So like I don't want to say no and be unappreciative of the situation that I was offered and was allowed to be a part of, because that's a part of my history and all the like 4 albums I put out with them. What's crazy is I put out more albums on my own since I've been with Strange. But
Wow,
a lot of people don't realize that. But you know, if it wasn't for Strange, I wouldn't have got introduced to so many fucking fans, and those fans are still there. So I guess at the end of the day, I should say no. But there's always a what if, you know, because it was like a lot of people that I saw that was in my situation while I was with Strange, they were building up their brand, being independent. So by the time I had to restart, they were on some getting money shit.
mm-hmm.
So, you know, it was but that's it's a give and a take with this music shit. I mean, yeah, it's a give and a take with this music shit. You know, it's never gonna go 100% your way. You learn as you go, learn as you grow. And but yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I don't think I would take it back because I wouldn't have the fans that I have.
And you're on his upcoming album, on Tech Nine's upcoming album.
No, I'm not on Tech's upcoming album. I'm on Jerry Robinson's upcoming album.
Oh shit!
Shout out my boy Jerry Robinson.
Okay, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's a dope record. It's a dope record.
It's gotta be. I'm trying to imagine even what kind of flow, because he's got so many different styles too.
Jerry or Tech?
Jerry, what kind of song Jerry made?
Killed this shit. Jerry tried to show his ass because I was talking to him on the road. He was like, "Man, I did what we were talking about on the road." I was like, "Hey, do that double time shit. Show the Strange Chopper fans that you could do that shit. Fucking murder it." And he's got my favorite verse on the song.
So y'all are chopping. You're giving up too much. Jerry gonna call both of us and be like,
man. Shout out Jerry, man. Shout out Jerry. I gotta call him after this.
Yeah, that's my guy.
But the Strange family blessed me, man. I'm always gonna be family with those guys. Shout out Travis O'Gwen. You know, we went through a lot together as a label and label artist situation. So
you, well, it's funny because you know how to put work in, and that's what got you through these tough times. It seems like you're not scared to earn your spot.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always trying to earn it. You know, there's so many people that haven't heard of me. So many people that hear Switch Lanes for the first time. That shit came out in 2013, 2014. You know, so it's just I'm always trying to solidify my stuff. It's like some people know and they're like, oh, he's been around for a minute, just whatever. But then some people are like, man, you heard this dude, this is the song, you know. And that goes to show that the music, I try not to be so trendy with the music and just do it naturally as mine, so it would never go out of style. At least to me, that's what I aim to do.
Yeah.
Some people might say it has a certain sound, that has a certain flavor to it from a time period, but I don't think it's. I just try not to go on the trends too much, and that way your music's always new to somebody else.
Well, you also, even with yourself, you try not to repeat yourself, and you have very themed albums. I feel like your new one is true to your sound, but a departure, and it felt more therapeutic.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree, man. Thank you, dog. Like, I think the therapeutic part comes from, that's the type of rap shit I like to listen to, and that's just therapeutic to me. So that's always the sound I try to go for, something mellow and hard at the same time. And when I say mellow, it didn't really mean like everything's just la la la, you know what I mean? But you know, just that old school, that not old school, but that gangster ass mellow shit over top of some hard ass beats. And you can rap hard over mellow shit, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, slowed down all the way. In other words, slow your mood up. But I mean, at the end of the day, to answer it correctly, because I'm kind of like stuttering over shit, that's just the type of music I like, and I wanted to be true to like what I like to do. I tried to do that on Last Call, but it was out there a little bit more ATLian style, like. But on this one, I really wanted to do like, people like, man, I want the old Rittz. It's like, what's the old Rittz? It's I'm just me. I can just only be me. You know what I mean? So, but I try to get that sound, that classic sound of what I like.
Yeah, well, it's funny because because your sound selection is what makes it therapeutic. I swear it can lower your heart rate. Like,
Man, that's dope.
but you're
Maybe I should
still,
listen to that shit more.
but you're still hitting it with bars. Like you're still
Rapping over to, yeah.
yeah, and you're saying something. You're saying something throughout it. Um, even
I love the new album, man. I'm really proud of it.
there's a couple of departures, but it seems very purposely because like you almost like you stay in the vibe, but like you turn up a little bit. Like when Project Pat, your feature list is crazy
Appreciate it, bro.
on this. If y'all haven't heard it, the shit got King ISO. It's got Emilio Rojas. It's got Echo on there. It has Project Pat.
Yeah.
Which is where it turns up.
Yeah, who? Yeah, well, it's one of those things, like, I always try to, you know, a lot of music's consumed not by listening to the whole album these days, but it's hard to take my mind out of like, and I like peaks and valleys, you know.
Well,
You
that
know,
seems
you go
like
too
that's
mellow,
what,
like bring it back up, then bring it down, and you know, just have it flow.
that's where I feel like that's when you're the most excited, is when you find a concept.
Yeah.
And that's how you create an album, is you find a color palette and a concept and just go crazy with it. But of course, The Last Call has to be a party. That was your last album on.
Yeah, I really love
Strange.
Last Call. I used to say it was my favorite album. I'm not sure. Like my first album, I like a lot. But Last Call was really where I really tried to just really just get wild with it and just do the outcasty type shit I like, that I felt that no one's doing. Some people didn't get it, I don't think, or you know, some people, everybody has different expectations of what the artist is supposed to come with. But then if you do those expectations, it's like, oh, you sound the same every time. It's like it's hard to find a happy medium to please everybody, and you can't please everybody. But
Well,
I
because
really
they
love
want
Last
the
Call.
unexpected, but they want what they love.
Yeah, but if you do
You
what you
know,
love too much, you know, for a while it got like, oh, I'm just the same shit. But I learned to like block that shit out and just say fuck it.
is Switching Lanes your favorite song by you?
Not my favorite song, definitely my most successful song. I think it just went platinum, which is awesome, man. Like that, with me, it was always like a dream to get like some kind of award or something. At least it shows like my nephews and family that I did something in the rap game or did something in the music biz. Like I told my parents, I was like, "Hey, you guys want a plaque when I get one? You can." They were like, I mean, yeah, sure." but but you know, I'm I'm really proud of that shit. You know, but I love, yeah, I'm really proud of Switch Lanes. Mike Posner, man, he switched lanes in my zone. I got another song with him that hasn't even came out yet, but it's really dope.
Is
But
it
yeah, man,
actually
that song.
coming? Is it actually coming? Or are you
I hope so, man. You get
something?
to the. I mean, he's a big artist, man. It's a lot of politics involved. You know,
Yeah. Well,
not in a
it
bad way. It's just how it works. You know.
there seems to be. I don't know. Okay, because there's so much self doubt and confidence in your story. In your story,
Right, right.
how do
There's
we?
definitely self doubt.
Yeah, like it's a running theme almost. Do you feel like that is like who gave that to you, and where does the hunger? Like, is that?
I
Do you
think your
think it's
bank
part of the
account.
hunger?
I think your bank account brings it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I've done well for myself, but like you know, it's easy to have self doubt when you don't know like if they don't support my music, then what the fuck am I gonna do the rest of my life? Like I ain't get like how the fuck am I gonna retire? Like what am I gonna do? So that's self doubt in its own. Just like this is all depends. My whole future depends on if people like my music.
when did you have? When does that thought come to you though?
When
Because
I
I
dropped out of school at 15 and I'm gonna be a rapper, and everybody's like, "No, you're not. It's fucking stupid, man. You're never gonna be shit." And it's like then you take forever, and then your girlfriends leave you because like, dude, what a waste of time. Then you put out albums and you do well, and then it's like, oh, he's a millionaire. No, I'm not. And it's like, and then it's like, then it's you start your own label, and there's just always self doubt. And I also try really hard to relate to
but I
my
feel
listeners.
like that. I feel like that's a later worry. Like I think that you just. I think that because when I started, it's kind of like so. If you were thinking things like that at 15, that like, yo, I have to continue people because a lot of people think they're the shit when they start and are
Yeah,
like, people are gonna love my music forever. I'm always gonna be the dopest, which is honestly outrageous thought.
yeah. I think that's a big. I mean, not as much anymore because a lot of people can put their music out to people and get an audience immediately due to different platforms of social media, so they could come out and be a star in their head and like, hey, I got 5,000 views on this song. I got 10, man. We're killing it, man. I got 20,000 views, and it's like, hey, trust me, man. That's nothing to shake a stick at either. Like I'm not talking down on them at all, but I grew up recording rappers. Like I was the only kid around with a studio back in the 90s. Like no one had shit. No one had equipment. And a lot of people thought they was shit. And they all end up having kids, having jobs, and trying to figure out their life later on. I think a lot of people's cockiness, some people think, man, if without the confidence, but yeah, maybe you need to like kind of look at yourself in the mirror a little bit. I don't think this rap shit's gonna work for you. You know, you might want to stop this shit. But some people got hustle and can make it happen. And who the fuck am I to tell them? I
I
also like
mean,
it's no, go ahead, bro. My bad.
no, that's a tough spot to be in, but like I mean, if you realize that early, that means that I think that sets you ahead of the competition.
It was a different time too. Like you gotta think, like I didn't sign a record deal till I was 32. A lot of people when they're younger, they think 30 is like fucking ancient. And I didn't get a deal till I was 32. So I didn't start. And I had a label deal for 4 albums. So I was 37, 38 years old when I got off the label to even be able to start my own shit. Now I'm in my early 40s. And it's like, so time has always been ticking. It's been on my side, but time was always like, hey, in other words, when I was 24, my girlfriend went to college and was like, hey, if you don't quit this shit and cut your hair, like this is embarrassing. How am I supposed to bring you around? Like, when are you gonna give
Cut
this?
her off.
I
We
did.
don't need
I
no,
did.
no,
I
I
did.
know. That's black energy, dog.
But
It's
it's like, but she's got kids and they're living straight now. And they don't have to worry about shit. You know, it's just like as an artist, you gotta take that risk. And so that risk gives you that self doubt sometimes, unless you're just fucking happy-go-lucky and just like fucking full speed ahead. And I envy those people. That's just not me. But like then, so it was pressure then because it's like, hey, you got to quit this shit. And then next thing you know, I'm washing dishes. Like, fuck, that didn't go through. The next thing you know, I get another jump and I'm on the radio and this shit's about to take off. Then bam, recession came, 2008. Houses are gone. That didn't go through. Time to go get a job. Then the last hope was Yellow Wolf. Then Yellow Wolf. Then bam, he went off to Eminem. Now where do I go? Strange Music. Then that ended. Now what? I'm in rehab. It's just a constant. It's a constant like trying to figure out who the fuck you are, what you're gonna do, unless your bank account got you sitting pretty. But it's hard, man. It's hard to do, you know. But some people can do it. I mean, it can be done, and I'm fucking blessed to even have it an option for it to be done, and to have such a successful career. But sometimes, like even me speaking about this right now, isn't just for me. It's more about to relate to the people that are listening that are going through the same shit, and that's what I try to do with my music.
Yeah. You care a lot about your listeners.
Hell yeah.
So, but like, okay, where does the what makes you think that you can overcome those obstacles?
Well, I know I'm good. I mean, I know I'm good at what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm good at what I do. I know and again, it goes to Tech Nine, it goes to Yellow Wolf, that goes to the fans that support me. I'm lucky enough to have people that support me. I have a support system that allows me to make a living doing this. And in my heart, I don't feel like that many people could fuck with me. Like you put one person in a room with me that raps, I don't think too many people are better than me. That's just how I feel. And that's fine if no one agrees or certain people don't agree. That's fine. I mean, you're not supposed to. But the rappers know.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, what is next? The album, is there more music videos coming for the album?
Man, you know what? Right now, I'm looking at doing another video right now, but really just focused on this tour coming up. I got a tour coming up in September with Mad Child, the Noble Poets, the Mellow Elevation Tour. We're doing 46 cities. You can get your tickets at ritzmusic.com. We got VIPs in every city. I'm doing meet and greets. Getting ready for this tour and really trying to work on some other projects, knocking out features, and really just getting set up to put out a lot of music. I have a lot of music that needs to be put out, but we're still running off. When I put out Mellow Elevation, I went right on tour. And so now we're here, and it's still breathing. So, like I said, people are just finding out new, like, damn, Rich, you put out a new album? It's like, damn, yeah, I'm your biggest fan.
I didn't know, though.
Yeah, right. The algorithm didn't show it to me. If I hear that fucking word algorithm again, I'm gonna fucking puke.
Fuck the algorithms. Yo, shout out Ray, shout out Damon, shout out Bailey, shout out all y'all going crazy, shout out Rashad, Yogi. What up? How you doing? Tune into the Late Hour podcast later on tonight, y'all. Go listen to Mellow Elevation. How do you pop?
Mellow Elevation music. So it's like Mellow Elevation. So it's like mellow, but it elevates the mind. But I just spelled it Mellow Elevation.
Bro, it literally does, though. Like, yeah, that was, it's some scientist music for real.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's mellow music that elevates the brain.
He casually says, yo, well, it has been a crazy episode of LetzVibe TV. He will be going on tour in September. He'll keep the new music coming. What up, Quentin? What up, Trippy Wild? I see all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
What up, thank y'all so much, man. Much love to everybody that was in this bitch tonight, man. Thank y'all so much. Check your boy out. Shout out to all the upcoming artists, everybody I fuck with. And thank you, Daz, man, for having me, bro.
You already know what time it is, man. Thank you for coming on here. And keep persevering, man. Don't ever give up. Don't ever count yourself out, man. It seems
this is it. I'm in the game. I'm in the paint now. I'm going to the grave with this shit.
You are the GOAT. It's been said in this comment section at least like 50 times by 40 different people.
Much, man. Means the world to me, bro.
Most definitely. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your night.